Her belly is rubbing along the floor.
Her appetite knows no bounds.
It's got to stop because she's only young. She has crunchy little dog chews. Then there's the shapes. She has tripe sticks, deep fried. She has biscuits, and she has 2 or 3 or 4.
And not to mention a supersized breakfast and dinner. Jennifer's daughter Sophie is her #1 critic, especially as her mum looks after her miniature dachshund Harry while she's at work.
Don't tell her, for God's sake.
Hello, darling.
Oh, my God.
Oh, look, there he's gone.
Mum, this is why he's getting fussy at home, you know. It's because of that.
That's what grandmas are for.
She's my mum's companion, and they're both each other's companion. They're best friends, which I think is really lovely. But, you know, I've got a best friend. I don't stick a Mars bar in her mouth every time I see her. She is a dog. You know, she's not a human being. She's a dog.
She may be just a dog to the rest of the family, but no one's told Jennifer that, and she's promoted Jess to the top of the food chain.
Naughty, naughty, naughty.
I hope you're not feeding that dog scraps. Don't forget we're waiting for some of it, so don't give it all to the dogs. Jen does love Jess. I mean, if I had that sort of love from Jen, I'd be very, very happy.
Jess gets to sample the best of Jennifer's culinary skills.
She likes a little bit of cheese,
Birthday cake,
a little piece of beef or pork.
sausages and whatever.
I think they both got a thing for chocolate.
She does like a little bit of chocolate, but not Belgian chocolate.
Roast dinners are a classic.
Some cheese and biscuits.
Vegetables.
She loves grapes.
She's a feeder. That's what you are, you're a feeder. Those horrible skinny men that feed those big fat women.
I'm a nurturer, not a feeder. You're wicked.
Luckily for this obese dachshund, help is on the way.
When owners love their dogs, some may show it by treating their dogs with food. But far from being an act of love, they're actually killing their dogs with kindness.
Dachshunds were bred to hunt badgers with short legs for squeezing into tiny spaces. But this doesn't make them the greatest athletes, and their weight can balloon out of control if they overeat and get lazy.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Come in.
Hi.
Pleased to meet you.
Victoria, nice to meet
Jennifer.
you. And,
This is Jess.
whoa, Jess.
Good.
Oh, look at that belly. What's Mummy been feeding you?
What indeed?
Your mother's dog is incredibly overweight.
It's quite upsetting. I don't think my mum knows herself how much she feeds her. I don't think she realises. I don't think she realises she's even doing it.
Well, she's going to realise now.
To find out just how overweight Jess is, Mark the vet gives her a thorough examination.
The average weight for this breed of between 9 and 10.
And see what she weighs.
19, just over 19. We're looking at double the weight of a normal dog of her breed.
Double the
So she's 2 dogs worth.
Mark then checks Jess's abdomen, blood pressure and heart rate. For poor Jess, the future's not looking rosy.
She's probably not going to make it till 10. Probably not even till 8, actually.
The excess weight is taking 8 years off her life.
Of those years that she's got left, they're not going to be particularly happy ones either.
This is crunch time now. We are going to sort this problem out. We have to do it if Jess is going to stay alive.
For Jess to lose weight, Jennifer must cut back the treats. Victoria wants her to see just how all those doggy snacks soon add up.
Look upon this food that I've laid out for you here, because this is the human equivalent of what you feed Jess every week. 21 Jaffa cakes.
Joking.
7 big chocolate bars. 14 chocolate wafers. 21 glasses of wine.
Jess. Oh, no, Jess, I'm sorry. Oh, bless her.
Look at
She relies on me. Oh, sorry, Jess. Oh, I'm glad I've seen it. I'm really grateful.
When I see a malnourished dog with its bones sticking through, that shocks me. When I see a fat dog that can hardly move, that shocks me. Both are cruel in their own ways, because obesity is a human problem, not a canine one.
Jennifer may have seen the error of her ways, but she must now undo the damage done so far.
This is the kind of food that you can give her. A dachshund, a standard dachshund, should be being fed around 75 grams of dry kibble per meal.
Despite their sharp teeth, dogs, like humans, are omnivores. Therefore, they eat both plant and animal matter, so benefit from the addition of fruit and vegetables to their diet.
Vegetables. The best way to do vegetables is to cook them and mince them.
Oh, right.
Rice is really good. Oats as well. Yogurt, low-fat yogurt, has good bacteria that helps with the stomach and aids digestion. Sometimes you can put a raw egg in as well. Binds the stomach, very, very good. Because if your dog has to eat dry kibble every single day, then it is boring. And I think dogs appreciate a varied diet. Now, look at this dog biscuit here. One of these biscuits is the equivalent to 27 grams of lean chicken.
Oh, right.
Now this, you could treat her throughout the day. But there are also other things you can give. Carrots, for example. Little bits of apple, bits of orange.
With healthier food going in at one end, Jess should soon start to feel the benefits at the other.
A good dog poo is a poo that is formed, but when you pick it off the street with your baggie, it leaves a little bit of residue on the pavement.
Victoria's got an innovative exercise idea that should burn those calories off.
Sophia, you told me that Jess really likes water. So I brought you here to your local hydrotherapy centre.
Jennifer, when dogs are overweight like Jess is, you'll put an extra strain on their joints when they're exercising. Dachshunds particularly, because they've got a long back, are at an extra risk. They've also got a genetic problem where their discs that are between their vertebrae can rupture, so she's at a higher risk of that because of her weight as well.
Dachshunds are genetically prone to back problems, and Jess has had spasms before. Her excess weight is causing her spine to bow, which leaves her all the more susceptible. The centre give her a thorough physio to check that she's strong enough to swim. Then it's time to launch. Hydrotherapy is a great way for a dog to get in shape. A 1-minute swim burns as many calories as running a mile.
Girl, Jess, come on. Good girl.
The water supports the body weight, making the joints and muscles less prone to strain and injury, whilst providing a total body workout. Jennifer is keeping up with Jess's exercise regime.
I think it's starting to make a little bit of difference to her as far as not being weighed down with all these calories. Because that's really all I was giving her, was extra calories. Good girl.
And the hydrotherapy is going swimmingly.
Good girl. She's off.
Will her persistence have paid off? It's 20 weeks into Victoria's weight loss programme, and she wants to see who's been healthy eating and who's been cheating. 20 weeks ago, Jess weighed 19.9 kilos. If they'd stuck to the plan, Jess should have reached 14.49. But has Jennifer been towing the line?
What's the verdict, Mark?
Oh, Victoria, 15.7.
15.7. What would you say about that,
So
Mark?
that's not bad progress at all.
Good girl.
Well done, Jess. Brilliant.
Over in Guildford, Jennifer is keeping up the exercise.
It's a good girl. You are a good girl. Oh, you are.
But she's slipping back into bad habits as far as the treats are concerned.
Jess is so gentle.
I caught her tipping at my barbecue on Sunday with things that Victoria would probably fall over and die at seeing.
No, she wouldn't. Piece of chicken?
It was a barbecued, coated, sticky toffee chicken thing.
It wasn't.
There probably was.
It
was probably
not. It was a tiny little piece.
0.5% of chicken and the rest sauce.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was a little
Plus
tiny
fat.
piece.
The moment of truth. This dumpy dachshund's target weight was 14.49 kilos. But she was led astray by her doting owner and once tipped the scales at 19.9 kilos.
Oh, look, there it is.
Mum!
12 months down the line, how's she done?
Jess weighs 15.2 kilograms.
OK, well, at least Yeah, don't hide from me.
But there can be no hiding from the fact that jelly-bellied Jess has lost next to nothing.
What's been going on?
She's built a lot of muscle, Victoria, because she's been running around an awful lot.
See this? I'm not buying that muscle.
Jennifer's excuses won't wash, but Victoria has a plan up her sleeve. Now Victoria's determined to persuade Jennifer that the last 5 kilos Jess is carrying have to go.
The infuriating thing about Jennifer is she thinks she's done okay. But in the 4 months since I last saw her, Jess has only lost a tiny bit of weight. And it's no good to have your dog 50% over the weight that they should be. So I've got a little surprise in for Jennifer to show her that this is a much more weightier issue than she believes.
Victoria's getting Jennifer to walk in Jess's shoes. She's loading her up with the 5 kilos that Jess still needs to
Extra
lose.
weight.
That's what Jess is carrying.
That's what Jess is carrying.
Wow, I don't know how she moved around with that on. That's awful.
It's actually quite shocking, isn't it, when you feel that weight?
It is, yes, definitely. It's dreadful.
Let's get walking, okay?
Carrying around the additional weight puts extra strain on the heart, lungs, back and joints.
I wouldn't be able to go very long like this. And they can't tell you, can they?
No, they can't tell you.
No, I
Until they
couldn't.
drop dead, and
That's
then you
right.
realise.
Now that Jennifer's felt firsthand what it's like to carry around those excess 5 kilos, she's determined to get Jess down to a healthy weight. This means much more exercise. A ball thrower will take the humble walkies to the next level.
What it does, it doubles the distance Jess has got to run to get the ball. Okay, so
Right.
now there you go.
Super.
Chuck
Okay,
it.
Jess? Oh. Jess.
Rule number 1, teach your dog to retrieve the ball and bring it back to you. Otherwise, you're going to have to run after and get the ball back yourself.
Thanks for watching. If you love It's Me or the Dog and want more dog training tips and tricks, visit my official site positively.com. And if you're interested in learning more about becoming a dog trainer, check out the Victoria Stilwell Academy. Links to both sites are in the description. I'll see you online.